Oh, sorry about that. Right, here we are at the Totally Awesome Fishing Show, where we like to give you lots of tips, techniques, baits, etc. for, well, a huge variety of different species. One thing we do know about, I certainly know about, are those toothy critters. Whew, sharks. I love them. Been fishing for about 45 years now, so I've had one or two. Do you know what they used to use years ago? Great big metal reels like this, hauling away. Brake was there, you just stamped on it like the handbrake on a car. Get that fish in if you can. If that line wasn't too strong, of course, because you might get dragged overboard. Today, it's all changed, it's all different. It's into sporting fishing, lighter tackle. But I'll tell you what, here at the Totally Awesome Fishing Show, we certainly know how to bring you some big sharks. How about, a little while ago, we showed you the film of the biggest Porbeagle shark ever filmed in British history, caught by Wayne Comben aboard my own boat, High Sea Drifter, a tiny 17-footer. Check this out.
What a monstrous thing. Wow, it just doesn't do it justice. The camera, looking through the lens, I hope it does, because to look at this thing in the flesh. Oh, hook's out, there he goes. There's his tail going. There he goes. There he goes.
So that's quite a big shark, isn't it? You can't dispute the old footage there, can you? But what about the other species around the British waters? What about, well, blue sharks? They are worth catching, no question of that. Good scrappers, nothing like as strong as a porbeagle, of course, but you can use your ordinary boat fishing gear to have some great sport like this. Oh, here we go.
Just like that. As easy as that. And there is a pair of jaws, still chomping on the mackerel. I'll bring him up, you might be able to see his teeth. Beautiful fish. God, what a day shark fishing.
There she goes.
Look at that swimming away there. Absolutely superb.
And then, of course, if you want to take blue shark fishing to another level, you can use something like a fly fishing rod. Well, hang on, you can get 10 and 11 and 12 weight heavy duty saltwater fly outfits. Not a problem, it's just a big casting machine really. I've used all those for tarpon, sailfish, all that sort of stuff. Sharks, you can get away with a lot less. In fact, I even caught one on a regulation reservoir trout rod, which you catch fish about this big. A blue shark on a trout rod? Not too many people have done that. And just look at the bend of the rod. I'm amazed it didn't snap.
There's a shark, I'll tell you what, that's a big shark for a fly rod. So you can see that I'm on the leader, I can't pull any more. Oh, what a smoker. Oh. He's coming. Oh, it's coming. Whew, let's get it back. And this is the way shark fishing should be. Get to see them swim away. Totally awesome shark fishing. And away he goes. Look at that swimming.
So that's Porbeagle sharks, blue sharks we bought you on the vintage section, hammerhead sharks to £500. Wow, lemon sharks, nurse sharks, all sorts of sharks. But what about the rare British Thresher Shark? I believe we've got the footage, certainly the best quality footage of a giant thresher shark, and this is just off the south coast of England, the back of the Isle of Wight. Hundreds of boats go fishing around there, but do they know big sharks are about there? Well, really big sharks. I went out with Wayne aboard his 17-foot Wilson Flyer Taryn, same boat as I got. We decided on a last minute shot, see if we can get a rare thresher shark. Wow, Wayne is lucky, no question of that. Good angler as well. You put a good angler together with luck, a beautiful, good-looking boat driver, and of course about 80 pounds of chum that we shipped out with us. Something's got to break, something's got to happen. Believe me, it did. This is exclusive footage. So in the distance we have Dunno's Head, which is a very famous mark off the Isle of Wight. It used to be a famous Porbeagle and Thresher Shark mark years ago, plus St Catherine's Lighthouse, right on the southernmost tip of the Isle of Wight, and it marks really the entrance to St Catherine's Deep, which is a very, very deep hole off the southern end of the island. Unfortunately, a huge tide rip also can whistle through there either side, so it's really only on spring tides. We went out, we had, well, I'm just going to say we had a lot of chum with us on this day, and we always padded out with plenty of bran and have a variety of methods for making our secret chum mix, which people think they know what's in there, and they don't, because that's why it's called a secret chum mix. Yes, bread, bran, and there's some mackerel, which you always take, if you can, at least half a dozen mackerel out, 4 hook baits. You might actually be able to catch some mackerel when they're attracted to the chum that is in the bucket around the boat there. Little particles filter away, and you should be able to feather up your mackerel. And we were aboard Wayne's boat Taryn, a 17-foot Wilson flyer, and as you can see there, the contours marked the deep water in the middle and the shallow up edges. We are in the middle of a huge canyon where the water funnels through, and this is where we thought we might be able to find one of the rare thresher sharks of the Isle of Wight. Depth, as you can see, that's not the deepest hole, it's 173 feet, but just look below the 18 degrees mark in there, and this was in, well, the end of August 2013, 18 degrees of temperature, very warm. There's the slick, the oil on the surface you can see going back, and away in the distance are all our shark floats. 3 out there, different depths we suspend them at, and we put a couple of baits straight down the side of the boat vertically with a lead on them, just to keep them down under the boat. Very often a shark will come up under the boat. We weren't messing around, we had plenty of chum with us, but the state of our chum, you need a plastic bag to cover it up. As for tackle, you can go generally 50 pound, everything I've got is 50 pound line, big reels, 50 wide reels there, take about 800 yards of line, so if we get a big fish, hopefully we can get the boat started and get after it. Cowstar tuna stick stand-up rods, best stand-up rod you can get really. I've had some big fish on those. You can have them fitted with roller rings. This was Wayne's rod and his reel. He's invested in the sharks, and well, basically all shark fishing is just a waiting game. And as with shark fishing, you never really know exactly when that take is going to come, when that shark reaches your bait.
Well, I've had this fish on now for 15, maybe 20 minutes. It's done a couple of screaming runs, and more to the point, it's cleared the water at least 4 times that I've seen.
Well, the first take was unbelievable. It was like a marlin strike. We're just about to nod off, and now he's, you can see, well, you judge for yourself, it's past the stop, and he's doing what he wants to do.
I've got that wound up the sunset.
Got him on the right rod, Ray.
This is a 50 to 80 pound stand-up, Shimano stand-up rod, and any sort of bend in it
will be a shock to us. And never mind the fish.
Any sort of bend in it, it takes something to put that bend in. But oh, this is very exciting. I mean, to see a fish.
And you saw him on the surface, didn't you, when I was getting the cameras?
It cleared the water completely the first jump.
Yeah.
100% cleared the water. Trouble is, I was looking down, adjusting the drag, and I just saw the tail end of it go back in, which makes me absolutely sure it's a thresher, because I'm pretty certain I saw that long sickle tail. And again, I looked up, and about 200 yards away, it did, on the surface, it went boff, 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 boff.
He's still taking,
oh, I know he is. Trust me,
and the line came out shallow. What happened? He came up to the...
He was on the surface.
He went parallel to the boat, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I know that's always close. We thought first of all, I thought it might be a taupe or something like that. And then you look at this, look. They're keeping tight, Wayne. Main thing's keeping tight.
Don't worry about that, Graeme. I'm terrified not to do anything other than keep it tight. But they do say that they're true game fish. I do recall reading something about Frank Mundus, the
top shark skipper in New York.
Yeah, the fella, I think they based Quint on him.
Yeah.
But he said, I read a quote from him, that threshers, pound for pound, are the hardest sharks to get in. He reckon they're harder than Mako's to get in. But, well, he would know, I imagine, but all I can tell you is this fish is game.
And he's coming up against shallow. I don't know if you can see along the line there, which, you know, when we get the porbeagles, that's quite unusual to get them running in shallow like this.
He definitely skidded along the surface, as I mentioned.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed we get actually to see an Isle of Wight thresher, we hope. And neither of us 100% sure. I'm certainly not sure. Got a hunch, but Wayne's seen that splash, and that should tell us something. And it's looking like it might be a thresher.
I think it's a thresher. I just think it's a thresher.
What
else would it be?
Screaming run, wasn't it? Absolutely screaming run.
That's why straight away I was excited, because Tope don't do that.
Yeah. That's 200 yards away.
I said by the water he was throwing behind him, Graeme, when he was skidding along the earth.
Yeah, just keep him tight. The speedway, he's swimming towards you like this.
I know he is. I hope he's still on.
That's it. Just concentrate on. Yeah, he's coming straight towards us.
I hope he's still on there, Graeme.
So do I. Hope that last jump didn't throw the hook.
No.
Don't bother about float. Crank it, crank it, crank it. It's going slightly left. I think the fish is still on. Never, don't even lift. I just, oh man, it's like slack line.
That feels like he's off.
With that jump.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh.
Is he still on? I'll tell you what, it's amazing how much he can slack line you. If you're not on the ball, he's going to roll up the line.
Yeah. Sorry if I sound a bit manic, but I feel manic.
Well, no, that was a big thresher shark, man. That's a big one. Is he still on, we say?
Yeah. Get in.
I wouldn't like to say how big that one is. It's no way it's £100, that's for sure.
No, God no. No.
A big shark. He could hardly get his body out of the water.
Graeme, he's a lump. That's the fourth time he's cleared the water.
Yeah.
Cleared it. Well, Graham's fired up the engine. We're about to chase this fish because I got down to about a quarter of the line on, and these take I think it takes 450 yards of £50 mono. I told you he's
up on the top again. We've run him down.
He was over 300 yards out, but yeah, we've closed in on him just so as I could gain line.
And then he took it away again.
Well, I can do nothing with this fish. I mean, if you knew how powerful this rod was, and you can see even a slight bend in it takes some pulling. He's shallow now. He's Trace. He's shallow. He's got to be shallow. Okay. I don't like the fact he's behind the boat line.
No, I'm turning the boat. Now he's circling.
I can see him. I can see shape.
Yeah, colour.
There you go. I can see him under the water.
Yeah.
Right at the back there. There he is.
Yeah, he's still fresh.
He's a big shark, Graeme. He's a biggie. I relented and put the shoulder harness on because it was killing me. I don't mind admitting it. I've put a lot of pressure on this fish.
Hour now, just over the hour.
An hour.
Hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I've put a lot of tension on it. Off and on. I think this is the closest it's been to the boat.
Jump, there's a jump. There's going to be a jump, surely.
There he is on the surface.
It's not so far away. 100% pressure, keep that pressure on him, Wayne.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I've got it on right hand.
I ain't going to stop it now, Graeme. Oh, yeah, there's a trace. There's a trace.
I'm staying on this tack. I'm not going to move the boat at all, okay? Slow forward. Slow forward. There's that pressure.
Right, I can do no more once I've got to this.
I know, once you get the swivel up, that's you done. He might dive under the boat, be aware.
I know. Left hand hard down.
Take me over him.
No, just don't go. That's it. Don't start the engine or anything. Sorry, don't push the throttle forward. Just
Wayne, you're talking shit. The engine's running, mate.
I know.
You've lost the plot.
I am like a babbling idiot.
Okay, now what do you want me to do now?
can I say? Whoever says lightning doesn't strike twice, certainly does with shark fishing. What an amazing, amazing fish that was. When I hooked it, done a screaming run, tore off. Straight away I thought, hang on a minute, this isn't a tope or anything like that. Then it went slack, obviously it had hold of it, came back round, and then reeled in, off it went again. We knew we had it on, a 2-hour fight. See what it's done to my thumb, blister wise.
Took the skin right off there.
I can take that, that's nothing. But look what it's done to the hook. I mean, I've had one shark do this to a hook.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd have another one do it. Look at that, and that is an owner, a 10-0 owner hook.
And that's over the British record easily, that Thresher, Wayne.
It was a huge fish. All I can tell you is, if you can go by their tails, its tail was about between 7 and 8 foot long. Its tail came over once and slapped over the side of the boat.
Almost one side to the other.
Well, it did. The other side of its tail hit there. An amazing fish.
Somewhere, we reckon, 12 to 14 feet, 450 to 550. I mean, an absolute animal.
Well, I wanted a thresher shark. They're not like porbeagles, man. These things are even more. I mean, not only have they got the weight and the doggedness, every bit of the doggedness of a porbeagle, but they've got the power, the speed to go with it. I mean, that fish went on countless runs, stripping line. In the end,
chase it with a boat, didn't
we had to. We had no choice. We had to fire the engine up, run along. But hey, amazing. And look at that. I didn't think I'd see that again. But brilliant.
And in British waters.